up, couture quilters and couture crafters out there? It's your girl Matt Cox with MA Couture Crafting. Thank you guys so much for checking me out, watching another video with me. You guys know that I am on a quilt journey, and that is taking me to all these different quilt shops. I want to know where they are. I want to know what they specialize in. I want to know all the things about all the quilt shops. So I am kind of doing my own hop in California. Who knows if I will venture out. I know that eventually I'm going to end up in Vegas. There's a couple of shops there that I know for sure I'd like to see, and they're just a hop, skip, and a jump away. But oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I found my store. Now, along this journey, I have found some stores that I really like a lot, and that I find myself at. I'm always at M&L, but they have a specific purpose, and I really like, oh, let me see, there's a tons of shops that I like, but this one here is my shop. So much so, it's like the people were closing the store and I didn't want to leave. Like, man, we're getting ready to close, but I don't want to go. I want to stay here with you. And they're hiring. So if you guys get a chance, please, please, please check out Roxanne's. It is an unbelievable store for someone like me who loves color. When you hit the door, you are hit in the face with all the color, and it's just magical. And it's on the beach, and the drive up is just gorgeous. I showed you guys a bit of what I was seeing as I was leaving, but I was just taking it in as I was on my way up to Carpinteria in California. And this store is just worth going to go see. It's special. It is colorful. It has all the things, and they specialize in featherweights. And so that is something that I think you guys might see on this channel at some point, is me getting a little featherweight, my first featherweight. I wonder what it's going to look like. I'm excited. So guys, if you get the chance, please, please, please check out Roxanne's in Carpinteria. It is absolutely worth the trip. Absolutely. You guys are going to get a chance to see it right now. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm debuting something amazing. Roxanne's Quilt Shop. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think of this quilt shop down in the description. Tell me if you're going to go. All right. Talk with you guys later. Bye-bye. Yep, Roxanne's. We are going to talk for 20 minutes about this store, because all I want to do is hang out in this store. If I die, come sprinkle my ashes in front of this store, because this is my store. So we are in the front. We're walking past my car, and there's this basket that says free stuff, because, you know, they want you to be great here. And I don't know exactly what is in that basket, but it's awesome. This store is serious business. Wear your face masks. If you don't have one, they provide one for you. And it's some hand sanitizer there. And then we just jump into fabric. Before you even get into the store, there are, I don't know if those are yard cuts, fat quarters, I don't know. They're looking to hire, so they have that sign there, and then they have some scraps for free, which is super cool. And then we have some more, I think these are kits. Oh, I'm not 100% sure. It's fabric, and it's pretty, and it's right there in the baskets. So as you walk over to the right, and remember, I am trying not to get customers, and so I'm kind of jumping back and forth. You don't really get to see the store as I saw it or in order. So just kind of keep that in mind with all of my reviews. I'm trying to be cognizant of everybody. You know, they didn't sign up for this. So over there, flannel on the wall. We've got some minky. We have some, yeah, flannel. Look at that. You know, I'm a samples girl. Cats are better than dogs. Dogs are better than cats. Super cute. Small throws on the wall. We have some novelty fabrics right here. All kinds of stuff. You just never know what you're going to run into. Well, you can take it to the bank that you're going to see some cave, but you've just all kinds of just funky, pretty, colorful fabrics. Some more novelties in the back. I think we've got Halloween and sports teams, not teams, but sports balls, and just stuff, just novelties, good stuff. Great selection, in my opinion. They have some patterns, not just a million patterns, but they have nice patterns. And all the patterns that they have are patterns that I would want to play with and want to sew, but they're not like oversaturated with patterns. There are some stores that just have a gazillion, and this store is not one of them. I mean, they have some, but not a gazillion patterns. I love this table. I want to sit at this table and just hang out. Got some patterns there. I think some fat quarters rolled up. And some more patterns, and this is kind of their pattern section. I don't remember seeing any patterns, going throughout the rest of the store. This is pretty much it. I love that I see some local patterns here, like Pink Sand Beach Designs. I did a review on their store. And some other patterns that I'm familiar with that we're all probably familiar with. We've got some totes. I think I might actually be making a tote. I know I said I wouldn't, but I think I will. Some pillows, just samples galore, guys. So when I turn around, this is what you see when you walk in. Look, there's my section, black and white. Whoop, whoop, love it. And this is kind of what you see from the corner of the store. Some more patterns. We've got the Fabric Cafe's 3-yard quilts. And I think I will have started that fabric yard 3-yard quilts by the time this video releases. I'm doing a couple of those. I really like that pattern. I've seen it a few different ways with the triangles there. I think that's a 60-degree triangle pattern. We've got some Kaffe jelly rolls. We've got some Kaffe charm layer cakes. We've got some Kaffe charm packs. His brights, and then like he'll do like a warm and a cool set usually. And as we walk over here, what do we have? We have some solids. I have no idea who these people are. Then we have some thread, Aurifil. We've got zippers. We've got Gutermann. It's actually a pretty cool selection of Aurifil. I haven't run into a store where you have all of it. And here we have the Kaffe. You name it, they got it. If you're looking for some Kaffe, this is probably where you need to start. Call them up and say, hey, what you got? And I want to say they ship. Ooh, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on it, but I think they do. And I know that they will give you like a cell phone number so they can take pictures of it and send it to you so you can make sure if you are looking for Kaffe, this is the store this is where you start. They know Kaffe like the back of their hands. They also have just beautiful colors. This is just the most colorful quilt store. And I know that sounds crazy because, you know, the things. The quilt stores carry bolts of colors, but this one is it's just pretty and it's just bright. Those were those grunges. They have blenders. They have grunge. You guys know I love me some grunge. I used that teal and orange on one of my quilts. These are the 108 backs, the big backs, and they're sateen and they just feel great. You know, I like to piece my backs. However, I'm doing 2 quilts where I will not be piecing the backs. They will just be those beautiful sateen backs. More samples of Kaffe. I want one of my quilts on one of these walls so bad. How do you ask somebody if you can do that, right? Do I just send them a quilt? Do I just bust out a Kaffe quilt and just send it and say, please put this on the wall? How do I get on the wall, guys? Because I know that I have a quilt that will probably be perfect for that wall. Maybe a butterfly. So we are kind of getting into the notions section. Not kind of, we are. They have the notions. We've got all different kinds of rulers here. Different brands of rulers. Look at those different shapes. Now that's something I don't see often, are fussy cutting shapes. What else do I see? Just like the store, their notion section is colorful, and I like a colorful notion section because that means you have a bunch of notions, like all different kinds. That makes me excited. So then we have some, I think we have foams down here. We might have some soft and stable. I think we have some black batting, lots of things that I think you would use for bag making and whatever else your heart desires. We've got glues, regular glue, tacky glue, fabric glue, glues galore. Caution, quilters at play. more samples hanging. I like that. Like, no need to quilt it. Just hang a top up there. I'm not mad at all. So we've got some pin cushions and drits. Drits. Now we have my finger in the way. This is something I had never seen before. Those are English paper piecing, cutouts, but I'd never seen them that big before. It never dawned on me that you could English paper piece huge. Like, it just never dawned on me. I always see people doing those small hexagons. I'm like, what? You can do them big? That's a game changer. Uh-oh, featherweights. I see you. Oh, there's a red one over there. I didn't see that. I mean, I guess I did because I kind of hung out in this store until they told me to leave. Man, we're closing. I'm just kidding. They didn't have to put me out, but boy, did I just want to stay and hang out. So here are some panels that are really cute where you can make stuffed animals. And then they've got cards and knickknacks. What? A quilt store with knickknacks? Absolutely. It all makes sense. And if I haven't told you guys already, this store is like, if I had sneezed, my sneeze would have hit the water because that's how close they are to the beach. You just walk to the corner and you're looking at water. This is a beachy vibe store. Look, we have books and journals and stationery. This is my kind of store. We have water bottles here and coasters. And flamingos. And more flamingos. I love you to the beach and back. Signs. It's definitely a beachy vibe. It's kind of got like a shabby vibe to it. Chic for sure. More cards. Love to see that. You guys know that I am a card maker in addition to a quilter, a stationery lover. If you send me your address on Instagram or send it to me on Facebook in a private message, I will probably send you a card. It's kind of my thing. All right, so now we're getting into the yarn section. They have a beautiful selection of yarns. Yarn is not my jam, so I really can't tell you much about this section except for it was stocked and it was pretty. They have notions here specific to, I guess, the knitting and crocheting maybe. I don't know. That's really not my lane. I can knit just enough to cast it on and probably do a scarf. And that's where I tap out. I knit just a little bit. But these yarns make me want to try. Kind of. But again, I'm going to just show you what they have and stay in my lane because I really don't know much about yarns. But they're beautiful skeins. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. Oh, I'm one of those people who can find something to buy anywhere. And I thought, well, those sticks look nice. Had no idea that those were knitting needles. Like, none. I'm in the knitting section. I saw some pretty sticks. I thought, I want those. They are not just pretty sticks. I am such a notions girl. Like, if there is a notion, I will buy it. All right, moving away from the yarn section, there's another little random room right here. Like, tons of little nooks and crannies. Like, when you're walking through this, you wouldn't expect it from the outside because it looks kind of small from the outside, but no. Up and down. Okay, so that's the yarn room to the right. And then here, it looks like we have pearl cottons and more cards and patterns right there for, like, they're like little panels for that type of quilt right there. And then another room back there. And yeah, I think these are pearl cotton for tatting and whatever you use pearl cotton for. I tie my quilts with pearl cotton. We have some DMC floss for your embroidery needs or whatever your heart may desire. I like that they sell their quilts. So they'll put the quilts on the wall for a bit and then after a while they'll sell them. So the things in the back are on sale. So we are reaching the super sale room back here in the back. I really like those panels, what they've done with them. I don't exactly understand how the letters got on the panel. I don't know if they are die cut and then ironed on, but you guys saw that Hoffman flower panel. They're like words on it. Here it comes right there. The world is your canvas. How did those letters get on there? I wonder if they're ironed on. No clue. All this stuff here is for sale. We've got panels and patterns and all kinds of things. All right, guys. Here is the piece de resistance. This is their featherweight room. So we have tons of featherweights in here, probably about 20 just in this room right here. And then you have some around the store. So the polka dot one almost came home with your girl. And I thought these were toys. I didn't really understand the featherweight game. People sew on these featherweights like every day, like this is their main machine. I thought the featherweights were being redone now, like in current times. No, people are finding them and refurbishing them and using them. I just didn't understand featherweights at all. But featherweights are a thing. People collect them. They are not a toy. These here work. So you can actually sew with these. I think I'm going to buy a featherweight. Matter of fact, today is the day that I decided. I was talking about it with my guild, and I'm going to buy a featherweight, and I'm going to put my little spin on it. It won't be one that I probably use, but I'm going to get one and trick it out, I think. Pretty sure I'm going to do it. They have parts for featherweights here. They have books that tell you what to do with the machine, so on and so forth. So it's just Featherweight Central. And they ranged in prices, but most of them were over $1,000 that I saw in there. I don't know that I saw, maybe I saw a couple for the over 500, but for sure most of those in there that I showed you were about 1,000, over 1,000. So here on the wall, we have another, look at that. That's Kaffe. It's pale, it's light. You don't often see people work in the lighter colors. You usually see them work in those super saturated colors. And we have some artwork here and some more knickknacks. I love that there are just cards everywhere. I think I'm the only person who still sends cards, but I totally send cards to people. Look at all the clocks. I like clocks like this that have the swinging pendulum. I actually have a clock with a swinging pendulum on my wall, and I do not remember the last time I changed the battery. I probably should check into that. There's the pattern that we saw from earlier. Cats are better than dogs. Dogs are better than cats. Another chair with some patterns on it here. And when you turn around the cash wrap, look at this. All the Kaffe Fassett books. I should totally own one. I don't own any Kaffe Fassett books, and I feel like I should at least grab one. Not that I'm going to do anything out of it, but I feel like you just should have one. Let me know if you guys have any other books down there. That purple one, so close to just bringing it home. So close. But I think, like I said before, I am going to get a featherweight. I'm going to get in the club, but I'm going to play with mine. I'm not going to get one that I will probably use, I don't think. But I guess you never know. So we shall see. But yeah, I'm going to get a featherweight. They're just so cute and pretty. And when you go to conventions, you see people who have them all laid out. Oh, so cool. And here's what this looks like from the stair view. And they actually have a ton of Free Spirit fabrics too. So this would be the Tula Pink section. They have olive line work right there. Some of it's still in the plastic. They even have some of that monkey wrench. I haven't seen monkey wrench in a while. So on this table, ooh, who are these people? Ooh, I don't know. You guys know I'm still new to the game, so I can't call all the fabrics as I see them. I know Free Spirit for the most part. But it's hard for me to just call it. We've got batiks in there. I can tell that. We have some more Tula Pink there. We have some Allison Glass. I think that's Allison Glass. That feels right. I think this is that the part of Sunprint? Don't get me to telling stories. So I know it's Andover. I think that might be part of the Sunprint line, but don't get me to telling stories. We have Ruby Star Society. Them I know, I'm familiar with. And we have Rashida's Speckled down there, which is nice. Nice to see her stuff in the stores. Oh, I can't call that, but I feel like I should. I feel like that's super popular. Yep. Raise your hand if you're crawling on the floor in the store. It's amazing that they didn't put me out because I was just doing all the things because I was just so happy to be in there. This is I don't want to call it a table. It's like well, I don't know. It's not the cash register, but it's where they cut the fabric, but it's totally known. It's a work of art in itself. It's worth actually driving to the store just so you can see it in person. It's beautiful. And on my way home, this is what it looks like when you're driving out to Carpinteria. It's just the most beautiful place that you can go, guys. If you're in the area, please check it out, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.